Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing details. Today, we're discussing an enigmatic watch made in 50 pieces, sold in the year 2020. In rose gold, this is the Zenith El Primero Chronomaster, a limited edition that appears to be derived from the 2016 50th anniversary Cohiba cigar, El Primero Chronomaster 1969. It has the same 50-piece edition, 42mm rose gold case labeled 1966 on the side, but instead of an open heart style escapement dial with a Cohiba stripe and Havana colorations, this one has sort of a light metallic green color that's more reminiscent of the kind of diet spearmint gum you would use to wash the scent of a cigar out of your breath. So this is a complete mystery. There are some Cohiba cigars that feature green labels, but I'm absolutely mystified by where this came from. Regardless, I can tell you the facts, and this 50-piece 42mm rose gold limited edition is 13.3 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 50.3 millimeters across the wrist with a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now I'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. You can see it's surprisingly large for a 42. It's got a lot of presence. I would say you want a wrist my size or larger to wear this. So 16 centimeters circumference and up. I actually had to double check to see that it wasn't more than 42. So this is a watch that really does feel every millimeter it's 42 and then a little bit on top. It's not particularly thick though. It should slide underneath the cuff, being fairly thin and stepped. Now the watch is substantial. You certainly feel like you're getting your money's worth, and it's guaranteed to last longer than a cigar. We've got a strap, large rectangular scale alligator leather, dark brown with a folded edge, a monotone stitch on the bottom, a rubber inlay. You can see it's a brand new Zenith factory strap, no crimping, no gouging, the rubber on the underside helping to protect the leather from the sweat, grit, moisture, and heat of the wrist, and the rubber is also quite supple. It makes for comfort on the wrist. We have here a rose gold Zenith branded pin buckle, and then the case, again, with that 1966 stamping that you would find on the Cohiba rose gold 50-piece edition. The rest is standard Chronomaster, where we have satinated lug hoods, we have squared off and downturned lug ends, we have bevels on the lug profiles, and a polished caseband with integrated sharp angular, almost Carrera-like lugs. We have pump-style pushers and a Zenith star on the crown. Zenith does think of everything. There's a little kerf underneath the crown so you can dig your nail in and more easily manipulate it. It's 100 meters water resistant, so on the right kind of strap, you can take this one swimming. Now, one of the distinct features of this watch is the dramatically domed crystal, as these Chronomasters are all a little bit of a nod to antiquity. So we have this domed and cambered crystal with a little bit of beveling to look like a vintage plexiglass. The dial is sensational. There's a circular satin tachymeter outboard, which can be used for gauging the speed of an object, such as a race car over a kilometer. And then stepping down from that inboard, we have this spectacular green sunburst that radiates out from the center with rose gold logo, hands, and indices. It is a loomed watch. We'll do a quick loom shot so you can see that the watch is legible enough, more than legible enough, in the dark. We have overlapping registers, and we have the characteristically quirky El Primero setting system, where the intermediate position actually sets the hands and the outermost position actually operates the quick set for the date. This being a traditional El Primero, it does have a quick set but not a hacking second system. Now, it has a super crisp column wheel, and that's the function cycler, which you can actually see visible on the case back. There it is in blue, easy to see, easy to appreciate. The action is super crisp to the touch and to the ear. I'll also mention that because it is a high beat, 36,000 vibrations per hour, or 5 hertz. The seconds hand sweeps more smoothly than on a conventional mechanical chronograph. Turn it all over, you can see this is a limited edition. This is number 12 of 50, 100 meters, rose gold, and then here's the reference number. Notice Zenith reference numbers include the caliber number. We also have the movement, caliber 400, related to the original El Primero 3019 of 1969, which was the world's first integrated automatic high-beat chronograph. Automatic winding, bidirectional, 50-hour power reserve, 5 hertz beat rate, 31 joules, quick set date, and then we have a column wheel and lateral clutch system. The column wheel, super crisp, and the lateral clutch, unlike a lot of automatic chronographs, it's actually completely legible. You could see it, and it's beautiful, and in fact, you could see a lot of the chronograph components, including the recentering hammers, the minute jumper, and the horns of the clutch inside of the wheel. The El Primero has always been a very open, airy, and visible automatic chronograph, which tend to be remarkably homely as a class of movement. This has always been one of the best looking and historically one of the most important. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.